culture, we'll be talking about our nature as an African man. Because we are African, we need to come back to culture because it's our heritage. We discovered that most of the things we eat today in our houses, all of them are processed food, canned foods, preservative foods that can give us so many kind of diseases in our body. That is the reason why which is Repam organized this program for us to come out to talk about nature, to talk about our culture as an African man. And in today's video, we'll be talking about one beautiful, amazing plan here today that we have. It's a common plan. I believe everybody knows this plan. Commonly, we call it goat's wheat. That is a common name. Or you call it king grass, or you call it king plant. Botanically, we call it Ajuratum conizoides. It's a very, very common plant. This plant, you see, it has so many benefits. But today, we will be talking about two important ones. There's this plant you see, the root you see here can take care of hepatitis. It can take care of infertility in a woman. But that is not what we are going to talk about today. We are not going to talk about the root today. We are going to talk about the leaves of the plant. The leaves of the plant here, if somebody at home is suffering from a migraine headache, sometimes you feel the headache at the front, sometimes you feel at the back, sometimes you feel at the middle, sometimes you feel at the side. You are going to go in the morning, make sure you get 7 virgin heads. A virgin head is a head without a flower. This one with the flower is not a virgin head. You have to get 7 of the virgin head. This is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, and this is 5, this is 6, and this is 7 virgin heads of this king plant. If you can get 7 virgin heads of the plant, what are you going to do for migraine headache? Maybe your mom, your dad, a friend you want to help, and then you get warm water. You use the warm water to wash and disinfect the plant for migraine headache. If you can wash it, it is clean, the 7 virgin heads. You want to take care of migraine headache, then you get this other plant here. It's a common plant. We call it alligator pepper. When you get the alligator pepper, you open it inside the alligator pepper, you get the seeds, the black seeds. You can look at the black seeds of the alligator pepper here. You get 1, you get 2, you get 3, you get 4, up to 6 to 7 alligator pepper seeds. If you can get 7, in the morning you pick up the leaves of the plant, you chew it. The 7 virgin head for migraine headache as an African man. Because we are African. We can no longer run away from the truth. It's our culture as an African man, it's our heritage. That is why Repam is here to reintroduce nature to you. If you can chew it in the morning, just get a cup of water in the morning. Then you drink. In the morning, for migraine headache, you look for a cold place. Go and sit down in a quiet place, like for 1 hour to 1 hour in the morning. In the evening, you get 7 virgin heads of the king plant. You add alligator pepper, 7 seeds. You chew it in the evening. Chew this plant morning, evening, just for 14 days. After 14 days, I give you guarantee 20 years migraine headache become a history with this plant. We call it king plant. With the same plant, if somebody is suffering from hemorrhoid, maybe intestinal hemorrhoid, maybe pie, internal pie or external pie, sometimes you want to go to toilet, you stew blood, sometimes you stew flames, you stew, maybe your anus will come outside, which is the end of the large intestine. The real name of pie, we call it an intestinal hemorrhoid. On this pie you see here, you know external pie, it comes as a result of internal pie. Internal pie comes as a result of acute constipation. If you want to stew, sometimes you stew blood, that is internal pie. You stew flames, that is internal pie. You stew, sometimes your anus is itching you. Sometimes you be 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6, a week, you will not go to toilet. And maybe you want to go, your stool will be small with very bad odor. Sometimes your stomach will be making noise. All the time you get noisy stomach. You still use the same king plant. You get the leaves, the fresh leaves of the king plant. You want to take care of internal pie or external pie. Sometimes you stew, your anus is coming outside. And when you go to take pie, you go to maybe any clinic, any hospital, they don't have any option than to cut up the pie. And once you cut up your pie, you are cutting up your large intestine, because pie is the end of the large intestine. The real name of pie, we call it a pullums, or you call it external pie. You just get the leaves of the king plant. If you can get the leaves of the king plant now, you want to treat internal or external pie. Maybe your sister is suffering from such a problem. As an African man, you have to go back to nature. You have to go back to culture as an African man. Once you get in there, you get warm water. You are going to use the warm water in order to wash and disinfect the plant should in case of any bacteria. But this plant is not recommended for a pregnant woman. You are going to wash up the plant. If the plant is clean now, you can get the leaves a good quality. This one is just for illustration, but your own can be 2 handfuls. Once you get the leaves of the plant, you can get your blender and blend the leaves. Then you extract the water, or you can pound it, or you try to extract the gel from the plant. If you can extract the gel from the plant, try all means possible to get the water out from this plant for intestinal hemorrhoid. You try to extract the water, you can see the water is coming out. Get the water at least 3 tablespoons of the water that I'm just consuming here from this king plant here. Get a tablespoon like this. You measure the water from the plant, 3 spoons of this. Then you get palm kernel oil, which is Guinea alliances, which is Aleji, or you call it Ajungo, or you call it Adi. Those are the names. If you can get the liquid from this plant, 3 spoons, you get 1 teaspoon of the palm kernel oil. You mix it together with the 3 tablespoons of this. In the morning, you take it. In the evening, get the same plant, you extract the gel, 3 spoons, with 1 teaspoon of palm kernel oil. You mix it in the evening, you take it. Take it morning, night for 14 days, which is 2 weeks. After 14 days, internal pie become a history. But if you go to toilet, the pies come outside, the external one. You are not going to use the gel. You are not going to use the liquid. No. You get the leaves of the plant. You go to your veranda. You mop a very clean place on your veranda. Once you mop a clean place on your veranda, what are you going to do? Once you mop it, then you carry the leaves of the plant, you put it on your veranda, then you get a rambo stone, you grind it, it will turn into paste. If it turn into paste, get 3 tablespoons of palm kernel oil, you mix it together, then you get a pinch of the local salt, you add it together. Once you go to toilet, your anus come outside, please pick up your tea roll 1. Then you get the tea roll, a good quantity from the tea roll. You're going to fold up the tea roll. You fold up the tea roll now. Then you get the gel, the paste of this plant that you mix with the kernel oil. You pick up it, you apply it to the tea roll. Once you go to toilet, the pie comes outside. You pick it up, now you apply to the anus. Don't push it. It will just go back inside alone. You just clean your anus. You put the tea roll aside. If you go to toilet once, apply it once. If you go to toilet 2 times, apply 2 times. If you go 3 times, apply 3 times. I'll give you 7 days external pie and internal pie become a history. But as an African man, once you treat the hemorrhoid, once you treat the pie, what are you going to do? Try all means possible. Learn how to eat more fruits, more vegetables, so that you stay away from pie. I will advise you, if you are first time of watching our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you share to friends and family. Make sure you drop a comment below, and make sure you click the icon button so that anytime we drop a video, you can always be notified. Thank you for watching.